Martha, Martha. You can just about picture the Jewish setting of hearing somebody in a home saying, Martha, Martha. But I can't help but feeling a little sorry for Martha in this gospel passage. I mean, here Jesus decides to spend the night at her house, and she's all excited. She's flitting here and there, trying to make everything's perfect, just right for her teacher and her friend. And there is Mary, just sitting there, doing nothing to help her. I'm sure we've all been a little annoyed at some time or other, a little angry maybe, when we are doing something and that we would like some help with. And the other person is just sitting there doing nothing to raise a finger to help us. I know I've felt that way a few times. In fact, it's sort of easy to get a little resentful for that. And to top it all off, Jesus admonishes Martha and says that Mary has chosen the better part. Now imagine, how would you feel? Shouldn't we be trying to do everything we can for our Lord, for our guests? In today's first reading, we have such an example. Abraham and Sarah welcome three strangers, not friends, but strangers. And Abraham hastens to tell Sarah to quickly make some bread. And then he ran to pick out a choice steer and quickly prepare it. There's a lot of hustle and bustle going on there. And after all, it was the custom of the time to show hospitality to a traveler. And instead of being chastised as Martha was, Abraham and Sarah are rewarded with the promise of a son. So, what is the difference between these two stories? Why was one chastised and the other one rewarded? I think we have to look at Jesus, where he was and what he was doing. 3 Sundays ago, we started a series of passages from Luke. In that gospel, Jesus said that he was resolutely determined to journey to Jerusalem. He was taking his final journey to Jerusalem, and he knew it. He knew, and when he reached there, he was going to be killed. Now, when Jesus arrived at Martha and Mary's home, Martha was eager to celebrate it by doing everything that she could for him. She rushed around and fussed and cooked. She was being the most hospitable person she could be. But that is exactly what Jesus did not want at that moment. He had other things on his mind. All he wanted maybe was quiet. I think that might be the point of the passage today. So often we want to be kind to people, but we want to be kind to them in our own way. And if that person doesn't appreciate what we are doing, then we take offense. If we want to be kind to a person, we have to listen to what their needs are and what they want. I've learned over the years many times that when my wife comes to me with a problem, she's not looking for a solution. She does not want to hear my advice. That's precisely what she does not want to hear. She wants just for me to listen. And I have to keep relearning that all the time. Too often we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. Our calendars and schedules are controlling us. We're going here and there and all over the place without really thinking about what we're doing. And in the process, we miss what the real essential part of life is. Sometimes we need to be just still. It is only in stillness that we can listen to the spirit of life that is in our hearts. And the same can be true with the person that we are trying to help. We need to see into the heart of that person, to really listen to that person's needs. When we do that, we will know what we must do. We will know if we need to offer a solution or we just need to listen. There's a time and place for both.